Raid Shadow Legends Stu here. So Xern has been on my tail to make a video about Drexthar Blood Twin. So he has Drexthar Blood Twin. I obviously do not have that champion. So here he is. It's a phenomenal champion. I would love to have it to play around with and just try out in every aspect of the game, of course. We can look at his abilities and see that. On skill 1, he attacks 3 times and has a 50% chance to place an HP burn debuff for 2 turns, healing this champion by 20% of the damage inflicted if the target is under an HP debuff. So that's pretty good. It's based off of attack and defense equally. And then we have an AoE on a 4-turn cooldown once maxed out that only has a 60% chance to provoke for 1 turn. For a legendary, I know this hits hard, but still, for a legendary, I would think this would be a 100% chance to activate instead of 60% chance, or at least a little higher, maybe 80, 90, something, right? He's a legendary because he only has a passive, a very strong passive, 75% chance to place HP burn, but still, when you only have your main ability and then a provoke ability on a 4-turn cooldown, not a 3-turn like a lot of other provokes out there, I would hope that this would be 100% provoke, right? I don't think it would hurt this guy or break the game balancing wise if this was a 100% chance to activate instead of 60%. That's pretty bad. I think for a legendary, that's pretty bad. The rest of him is pretty cool. I like that he's a defensive champion. His defense that he has on him is very high, 5,535, very, very high, 45k HP, and then he's got 187 speed, and then crit damage here, and then 241 accuracy. Of course, we need the accuracy to apply those HP debuffs and to land those provokes. And then he's got him in lifesteal gear along with, let's see what we got here. Defense. I guess all defense because he's got a crazy amount of defense. And then the rest of it right here, we've got HP, defense, and accuracy banner, as you would expect. So let's get into it. Also, he has a Ghostborn, which I like very much, and I have a newfound respect for him because this cannot be resisted. This debuff cannot be resisted. Places the 60% decreased defense for PvP. Now, the fact that it can't be resisted is you don't have to worry about resistance accuracy for him, right? He still does do other debuffs, the same debuff on his other skills, so you might want accuracy, but if your main point of him is to come in and do a lot of damage, and then to also always apply that debuff for the 60% decreased defense on teams with high resistance, that's what their whole aim is, to make sure that they don't get this debuff on them, right? You come in there with this, and then you light them up with the rest of your team, whoever you're using. This guy, Ghostborn, could be a lot of fun. So I wouldn't mind having Ghostborn, but let's get back into Drexthar Blood Twin and go over what he is and what he's got. We're going to go into Arena really quick just to see what his teams are like. I told Xern that I can't really do a guide on Drexthar because I don't really have places, you know, it's not my account. I don't know really what team comp to put him into, and I don't have 3 days to work on his account and see where we're at and what we're doing, right? So I can get familiarize myself with what everybody has. This isn't going well. Oh wow, just took him out with that hit. We still have yeah, we'll be fine. And Drexthar, look at him, he's such a beast tank. Do we even get to see him taunt that time? Let's go over here again and see. All right, we'll slow it down because Lord Shazar and then Skullcrown and everybody else was popping off. There was crazy stuff, AoE going on both sides. I couldn't even tell. Whoa, wait. I couldn't even tell what was going on. Lysandra again. We're getting faced up against all these Lysandras, so they're coming in. That's not good. Robar, is that Robar? Yeah, he's taking it. What's he doing? Extra turns because of the stun. Wow. So if you wanted a Robar guide, here it is. If he gets the stuns, he takes another turn, and it's crazy. I haven't seen Robar in a long time, actually, in a really long time. Let's go with this. that was insane. Lysandra, man, she is fast. Let's see. Let's go to this next one. All right, we're safe here. We are safe here. Let's see what our Blood Twin can do. Drexthar. We'll take it slow. So we're going to do the decreased defense break, unresistible, which almost kills everybody. We're just going to attack somebody with a skill 1. We don't want to kill everybody yet. And then we're going to do this AoE. So you can either do the AoE provoke, which is only at a 60% chance per champion, or his skill 1 that has a chance to put the HP burn. So he doesn't, I mean, he just has like one way to go, right? It's the HP burn, that's it. And then we try to get the provoke so that they come and attack him. And then he also has the HP burn on a passive for any attackers that attack him, the 75% chance to give it to him. So really, I think it would be good for him to have. Lysandra, what is up with this guy's arena? Xern, your arena is plagued by Lysandras, which is not very cool at all. When they do that right there, I mean, damn. When they're faster than you, it's game over. It's still holding out. Look at that. But he's not going to... We're going to take everybody's hits. I mean, what can we do? We'll just do it for fun. Yeah, they didn't even take much damage. But he is an amazing tank, and we're not really doing him justice right here. We're going to have to get into a dungeon run. And again, I don't know what teams he has set up for dungeons, but everybody is burned. I mean, that's what he does. This is the point of him. Let's do some damage. Boom. Nice. I mean, that is the whole point of him, right? Drexthar is to burn the other team, and then he is very good at doing that. That would be cool if he somehow just healed up a whole bunch of life and came back and killed everybody. But we're going to go into a dungeon run really quick. Again, I'm sorry, I don't really have a way to emphasize like his skills and how well he is, because I looked at spiders. There still needs to be some work done on spiders, and I don't know what team to put in there. And then dragons, I played this team at first. It's going to take a while. It's a very tank team, but that's okay. We can talk about the evolution of doing your teams. Tank team is what you need to do when you come up. So this is a perfect example of when you have an account that you're working on and you're not at an in-game speed team, right? This is what I had when I was coming up. When I was coming up and I had my team that was very good in the clan boss, because I wanted to focus on clan boss and do really well there, because I knew I could take that clan boss team. I knew I could take that high DPS, high health teams with KL and whoever else I had and put them into Dragons 20 and be able to do it on auto. Not fast auto, but I'm able to do it on auto because my team is so incredibly tanky, right? They have lifesteal gear, they're super tanky, no problem. They can make it through here. So that's what I did with my team as well. In the very beginning, I came up right when I got to Dragons 20, I had to put in my team that could tank the most. The team basically I used in the Nightmare Clan boss, and I put him in here, and we were able to get through it. And then once you do that, you keep farming, right? You keep farming for gear. You get better gear. You get better team comps. You pull some different champions, and before you know it, you're able to speed clear it. It won't be long before you're doing like 2-minute runs, 1-minute runs, whatever you can do, whatever champions. You're honestly limited by the champions you actually pull to get down to faster runs. If you want to do 1-minute runs, you are definitely limited by the champions. You cannot take just anybody in there and do 1-minute runs. So it does make a difference. You do need some good champions then, but you can still get 2-minute runs, 2-minute speed runs in Dragons for pretty much a lot of comps out there. A lot of things out there can do 2 minutes. So that's not bad at all. If you can do 2-minute speed runs, evolve into 2-minute speed runs, then you're doing really well. Because in the beginning, it will be like this. You can't take strong, fast champions. You have to take these slower champions in here and do just a slow, controlled run. And that looks like what he's doing. That looks like what he has here. And that's fine. There's nothing wrong with this whatsoever. So we've got Drexthar. I keep wanting to say Anithwi Blood Twin because that's who I have. I have Anithwi Blood Twin, and he has Drexthar Blood Twin. And I guess they are twins. But they don't look anything alike, so who knows? I guess they're both demons, right? They're both demons? Okay, so that's fine. So he's going to come in here. In a situation like this, he's going to just apply HP burn over and over. Now, HP burn doesn't stack. It just does the 2-turn HP burn. So if they're at a 1-turn HP burn, yes, it will refresh it to a 2-turn HP burn, but it won't do multiple HP burns. It'll only do one. So he's kind of just like that's his gig, right? All he does is HP burn, but he does it very well. And I believe that his taunt right here, his provoke, should really be 100%. I mean, I don't see any reason why it's a 60%. It really doesn't make sense for a legendary on a 4-turn cooldown when we have tons of other champions out there. We have a rare that'll do an AoE 1-turn provoke on a 3-turn cooldown. It doesn't have a 60%. It's at a 100% chance to activate. You still have to do accuracy versus resist, but it's still a 3-turn cooldown to provoke. Yes, that one doesn't do damage, and Molly Tanker doesn't do damage, but we do have Umbral Enchantress, which does do damage, and she does a 2-turn. Yeah, she has a big drawback of the 5-turn lockout, but still, she's not legendary either. She's just an epic. She's a very good epic that just came out. Very good. I did a guide on her. She works really well. But this guy here, Drex, he should for sure have 100%. So I'm hoping one day they do that, because it wouldn't break the game. It would make him a lot more enjoyable. It would definitely make people want to play him more, I think, to get him to be a good carry through the game as well as place burns, because, I mean, no doubt he places the burns. I mean, if you got him in Clan Boss, if you've got him in Spiders, if you got wherever you want to use him, he will place the burns. You don't have to worry about that. Even glancing hits wouldn't matter as much because he's doing it so often. He's doing it on a skill 1. He's got 3 chances to because it hits 3 times. And then on his passive, whenever he's attacked, he's got a chance, 75% chance to lay it down. So I mean, then I don't even think on the passive you have to worry about. There's not going to be any glancing hits. There's no damage done. It's a no touch ability. So then you can still apply the burn without worrying about glancing hits from them attacking him. So, I mean, he's a pretty good guy. If HP stacked, if this guy was actually poisoned, it's funny that he's burned. I like that he's burned, but if he was poisoned and and could do that with poison, he would lay down a crazy amount of poisons, right? His skill 1 had 3 chances to put poisons up, so he could maybe do 3 poisons in 1 attack. And then whenever he's attacked, he has a chance to do a poison. So he'd kind of be like a Cult Brawler with the Cult Brawler's passive, even though he would actually have to be attacked to do it. But then his skill 1 would lay down a whole bunch of poisons. It'd be really cool. But I like that he's a flame dude. I like that he does fire and the HP burn. I just think he needs a little extra something, but he's a great champion. I would like to have him and play around with him for sure. And then Aethar here. The poison guy is going to take loose. We're going to get a burn up soon, I hope. We're probably going to need it. Should get it. We should get it here fairly soon. There we go. Yeah, I mean, he's going to do 3 hits. He's got a chance to put the HP burn up. So there we go. And he's so tanky. I mean, being that you do damage off of attack and defense on your skill 1 and then defense on your skill 2, you just go full defense, right? That's what you do. You just go full defense so that you're just crazy tanky. You heal back life, and you're good to go. You can tank through almost anything in the game. And that's the thing with this game. You really can almost tank through most things in this game. As long as you're tanky enough, it might take a long time, but you can do it. You can do it. And that's how you start out. You do it by being tanky, and then you gradually progress your team, switch out people, or change gear to a more offensive spec, and then before you know it, you're doing much faster runs. So right now we're at 5 minutes and 42 seconds into this. The dragon is burning, as you can see. He actually looks like a really cool dragon like this. This could be an alternate dragon in some other stage that you fight that's like a burning volcano dragon. That'd be cool to see because I really like this dragon model. We just don't get to see enough of it. We see in the beginning of the game, but I'd like to see this actual dragon battle different because all he does is do the inhale. It's kind of boring, right? It's not very cinematic. I'd like to see him do some more attacks, different attacks. It'd be cool to see this dragon doing other things for sure. I was looking at this shadow over here. I got distracted. So that's it. So that's kind of Drexthar Blood Twin. Again, I can't do like a crazy guide about him. Plus, I can't. I mean, he does the HP burn. I mean, that's what he does. He's super tanky. He does the HP burn, and his provoke is as exciting as I would like it. Maybe we could put him in some different gear. He's obviously not going to heal that much. Heals this by 20% of the damage inflicted if the target is under HP burn. Sure, it can hit good, like decently hard, but it's not going to heal you for your whole life back, right? It's not a crazy amount of heal. If this was up to maybe a little bit higher too, that might be nice, but I would take just this AoE provoke being 100% chance instead of a 60% chance. And then we've got his passive, and I really like his aura. The 70% increased accuracy in all battles everywhere can be very, very handy, especially coming up if you don't have the banners, if you don't have the accuracy sets to put on them, if you don't have the accuracy substats, that can be very handy for you to do as your main aura when you're running through dungeons. Then he's got Giant Slayer on him because he has a 3-turn attack on the beginning, and then he's got some ability to attack back. I think he said he also uses this on the clan boss, so that's pretty cool too. So that's it. Xerin'S, thanks so much for doing this, man. Thank you so much for letting me look over your account and play this. I know you were asking me for a guide, and you wanted your friends to see a guide, but I mean, he's tanky, he does damage, and he does the burns. So if you have him, for sure, play him. I mean, there's nothing wrong with him. If you have him, again, it depends on what your account is, but regardless of your account, he's a solid champion. He's a very, very solid champion. So if I had him and I didn't already have like crazy speed runs, of course I would use him. And even if I had him now, I would still level him up and use him just because he's a fun champion, for sure. All right, everybody, thanks so much for watching. I will see you all on a video soon.